everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another comparison review for you, and it's on some of the makeup brushes that I've been using, mainly powder and blush brushes, and I will be comparing three brands today, mainly Sigma, Real Techniques brushes, as well as Sephora brushes. So if you want to know my opinions on these type of brushes, then do stay tuned.
Then my love's too big for you, my love.
Okay, so to start off, I will be talking about the powder brushes and I will be comparing these three. Here I have the Sephora flat powder brush, and here I have the Real Techniques powder brush, and this is the Sigma Large Powder F30 powder brush. I absolutely love all three brands of brushes. I've been using these for over the past 2 years now, and I absolutely love them. The Real Techniques one, I only currently got it and I've been loving it. I've been using it every day ever since. So just my opinions on these brushes. Honestly, if you are a beginner and you don't own any makeup brushes thus far and you're looking to get a powder brush, I would recommend that you try out the Real Techniques one, because this, compared to these two, this is a lot more cheaper in the price range. I'm not sure if you can get it here in Singapore, but my friend helped me get this from the US. I believe you can get this online on eBay and stuff as well. But yes, if you are able to, I would suggest that you get the Real Techniques brushes to try out as a beginner, because it's really great quality and the bristles are really soft and really easy to apply all over your face. The hair doesn't drop out, and it's really nice packaging for a brush that comes at a really cheap price. Like this is about $8 or $9 in US, and these two cost a lot more, like almost more than double the price, triple I believe. So yeah, if you are starting out, I would say that the Real Techniques powder brush is a great powder brush. I absolutely love it. I've been loving this more than the Sigma F30 brush here. Why? Because I've noticed that the Sigma brush has been dropping hair lately on me. I'm not sure if it's because of wear and tear over the past 2 years, but I do wash it pretty regularly, and only recently I found out that the bristles were dropping on me, and it's quite irritating because when I apply powder on my face or blend, then I will start to see like hair falling off onto my face, and it'll be really irritating to take it off and scrape it off my face. So I'm not sure if any of you out there have the same problem with your Sigma brushes, but I am having the problem with this. The other Sigma brushes in like the Mr. Bunny range, the ones that are synthetic fiber, the ones with the white tops, those don't give me that much of a problem, but it's the black hair ones that do. So do let me know what you think about your Sigma brushes, if you're having the same problems as me, or is it just my product. But I have been loving Sigma all my life till now, and right now Real Techniques has taken over for just the powder brush for me. The eye brushes from Sigma are still great. And then the last brush I want to talk about was the Sephora one. As compared to these two, this one comes in a different shape. Sephora does have the large powder brushes that are these wide bristled shape as well, but the shape of the bristles are different, and the Sephora one here is a flat one, and I got this flat one at a really expensive price. I'm not sure why this costs so much more than the ones with more bristles. Doesn't it mean that less hair, less bristles equals less product equals cheaper? Or maybe it's the design, I don't know, but this is a great product. If you already have large powder brushes and you're looking at getting a powder brush that is able to set your foundation more easily and in a way not swirl everything all over your face, and you're afraid that it will not be able to get into the creases of your nose area, or you're afraid that it will kind of like outblend all your blush and bronzer makeup, then I would suggest that you get the flat powder type of brush, because this kind you can just pat use pattern motions and sweeping motions instead of circular buffing motions to apply the powder to your face and set your makeup. And the hair bristles are not as dense as compared to the Sigma and the Real Techniques. The Real Techniques brush is the most dense powder brush, but because it is not as dense, it picks up a lot of product, and it also doesn't waste your product. It applies all the product on your face. So when you pick up powder products with these brushes, you will notice that with the Real Techniques brushes, a lot of the product gets picked up because it's very dense, but a lot of the product gets left on the brush as well because not everything gets applied onto your face. Whereas for this one, the moment you pick it up, because the hairs are black, you can see when the powder is like dusted off pretty well all over your face such that there's no more left on the brush. So if you already have powder brushes and you're thinking of trying out a different type, I would recommend you getting this Sephora flat powder brush. But yeah, if you're a rookie and you're starting out, do try out the Real Techniques powder brush. And I mean, if you're like a makeup collector and a lover of makeup like me, then get all three because all three are great for different purposes. So yeah, that's my take on these awesome powder brushes. Now I'm going to move on to talk about the same three brands but the blush brushes.
And are we there yet? And are we there?
So you can see here I have the Real Techniques blush brush here, and it's sort of a tapered, dense looking kind of blush brush. And I have the Sigma Large Angle Contour F40 brush here. It's the white one. This is the one that is raved about by all makeup gurus on YouTube, and this is like my absolute favorite. It's the best to contour your bronzer in your cheeks, highlight under your eyes, as well as blend your entire blusher over your cheeks. And then this is the Sephora Flat Blush Brush. Try saying flat blush brush like 10 times. Flat blush brush, flat blush brush. It's crazy. Okay, so yeah, I do have the Sephora angle blush brush as well, but I do feel that this one works a lot better, especially when I want to just pat on the product to concentrate on my cheeks and then sweep it up towards my ears later on. I think this is a really great product. Like what I said about the previous Sephora powder brush, you can see how much product you pick up on this brush, and then when you apply it to your face, you can see that all the powder is actually being swept onto your face and none is left behind on the brush. So that's really great, and I love how light it is, and when you apply it to your face, it just feels really light, and it's very nice a feeling when you apply your blush. And I've used this blush brush on my friends before, and they really like the feeling of this as opposed to some of the angled contour brushes here like the Sigma one, because sometimes they feel like it's a bit rough when you do this kind of like sweeping motion. I still love this brush. I've been recently loving this one more, but I still do recommend the Sigma Large Angle Contour Brush for those of you who are beginners. It is more pricey, but it is very easy to use because of the shape's perfect to apply blusher and bronzer for all types of facial structures. So I really highly recommend that you start off with this type of angled brush when you're a beginner. And I absolutely love Sigma, so this came with my entire Sigma pink set. And then moving on finally to the Real Techniques blush brush, I think that this is, instead of a blush brush, it's a better like under eye highlighter. I think it's really great for kind of like highlighting the face instead of applying blush, because I think it's just a little tad too big for my face. If I had a bigger face, I guess this would be better, but I do love how this feels on my face. This feels a lot softer than these two, and this is way cheaper than these two as well. So I love the Real Techniques brush. I just feel that maybe they shouldn't call it a blush brush. They should just call it like a highlight and contour blush. They should just call it a highlight and contour brush. I don't know, just some type of face brush would be a bit more appropriate than just a blush brush. So I do use this for other areas of my face and not just my cheeks. So yeah, I'm currently loving this one the most. So if you are looking at a new blush brush to get, I would recommend you getting this Sephora Professional flat brush, and this is the number 42 flat blush brush. So yeah, that brings me to the end of my brush comparison review. I've only compared the powder brushes and the blush brushes that I love. Do let me know if you want me to do a review as well on the eye brushes that I use. Honestly, I have a lot of eye brushes and different types of eye brushes and different sizes, different bristles. It all depends on your eye shape, so I think it's a little bit difficult to compare because I have really Asian sloping up eyes, and I have hooded lids, so you know, different types of eyelids will require different types of brushes. So yeah, but do let me know if you want me to do a review on those as well by giving me a thumbs up, like this video, comment down below on what other reviews you'd like me to do. I will see you again next time. You can find more details of these brushes on my blog as well. I'll leave the link in the description box down below. So yeah, I'll see you guys again soon. Bye!